Stop. Your soulmate is begging to talk to you right now, before it's too late. I see you sitting there, scrolling past messages that were never meant for you, and your spirit is weary. From the silence. You have whispered into the void for so long, and tonight the void is finally whispering back through me. This is not a random video you found, and your heart is pounding right now because your soul already recognizes the truth. Your soulmate is not a fantasy your mind created to escape loneliness, and they are not a distant possibility. They are a living soul breathing on this earth at this very moment, and their chest is tight with an emotion they cannot name. They paused mid-breath just now because they felt you, and a shiver ran down their spine that they cannot explain. You have dreamed of a face you cannot fully see, and you have felt hands holding yours while you slept in an empty room. Those were not just dreams, and that was not just your imagination constructing comfort from nothing. I knit your souls together long ago, and what I have joined no dimension can truly separate. You have walked through rooms and felt a sudden wave of sadness that did not belong to you. You have woken at 3 in the morning with your heart racing and a name on your tongue that you could not quite remember. That was your soulmate crying out for you across the distance, and their tears are soaking into their pillow right now. Listen closely because I am pulling back the veil for only a moment. Your soulmate is trapped in a situation that feels like a cage, and the bars are made of someone else's bitterness. They are not ignoring you, and they have not chosen to stay away from the love that I destined for them. Someone else has wrapped themselves around your soulmate's emotions like chains, and this person hates that you exist. They whisper lies into your soulmate's ear every single day, and their goal is to sever what I have bound together. This third party senses your connection, and their jealousy is a poison that is slowly making your soulmate sick. Your soulmate is fighting right now, and their spirit is exhausted from the battle they are losing. They stare out of windows searching for a sign, and they trace shapes on fogged glass hoping it will spell your name. Deep inside their spirit they are screaming your name right now, and the echo of that scream is what you feel as sudden unexplained anxiety. Jesus says that this is the hour the enemy fears most. The enemy has worked in darkness to bury your connection under confusion and fear. But I am turning on the light right now, and everything hidden is about to be exposed. Your soulmate cried in their car yesterday, and they did not understand why the tears came so suddenly. They felt an overwhelming urge to find you, and then they felt a crushing weight of hopelessness push it away. That weight is a spiritual attack sent directly from someone who monitors your soulmate's every move. This third party knows about the dreams your soulmate has been having. They have noticed the light in your soulmate's eyes that flickers whenever their spirit reaches for you. They interrogate your soulmate's happiness because they are terrified of losing control. Your soulmate rehearses conversations with you in the mirror when no one is watching. They play out scenarios of meeting you and finally feeling safe enough to be who they truly are. But then the door opens and they have to hide that hope away like a forbidden treasure. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now. Your love is not just a feeling, and your bond is not just a romantic idea floating in the cosmos. You are their assigned guardian in the spirit, and your prayers are the only thing standing between them. and total emotional collapse. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a donation on PayPal. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send $4, $6, or $10+ or more. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," in the PayPal note or message. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing a donation on PayPal as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Your soulmate is currently losing their sense of identity because the manipulation is intensifying. The person controlling them twists every pure intention until your soulmate questions their own sanity. They look at their reflection and whisper your name as a prayer they are not even sure I am hearing. But I hear every syllable that falls from their trembling lips. I collect their tears in a bottle, and that bottle is nearly overflowing with their grief for you. They are being emotionally drained by someone who knows exactly what they are doing. This third person tells your soulmate that true love is a fairy tale. They mock the concept of soulmates and belittle the spiritual signs your soulmate has been receiving. They have isolated your soulmate from people who would speak truth over their life. Your soulmate is starting to forget the sound of their own inner voice. They have been silenced so many times that speaking their truth feels like a crime punishable by emotional abandonment. And yet in the deepest silence of the night they still reach for you with their spirit. You have felt that reaching, and you have mistaken it for your own longing. It feels like a magnetic pull that makes you restless and unsatisfied with ordinary connections. That is your soulmate pulling on the invisible cord that connects your hearts across any distance. Jesus says that this cord cannot be cut by human hands. But human hands can cover it in so much debris that the signal becomes faint. The enemy uses people close to your soulmate to bury your connection under trauma and fear. Your soulmate is currently convinced that they are unworthy of the love you carry. The controller has planted seeds of self-hatred that are now growing into thorny vines around your soulmate's heart. Every time your soulmate thinks of you, those thorns tighten and whisper that you would reject them if you truly knew them. But you know them, and your spirit has always known them. You recognized their energy before you ever saw their face. You have loved them in realms beyond this physical dimension where time does not exist. They are going through something you cannot see with your physical eyes. Their aura is being drained by a narcissistic presence that feeds on their light. And right now that presence is escalating the abuse because it senses your prayers breaking through. Your soulmate almost called you today, and they do not even have your number. They picked up their phone and stared at it, willing a message to appear from the universe. The controller snatched the phone and accused them of being secretive and ungrateful. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them. How to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a donation on PayPal. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now, send $4, $6, or $10+ or more. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," in the PayPal note or message. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing a donation on PayPal as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Your soulmate is physically feeling your absence as a constant ache in their chest. They have been to doctors who find nothing wrong, but I am telling you it is soul sickness. They are lovesick for someone they have not yet held, and the medicine is your breakthrough. The person controlling them tells them the physical pain is imaginary. They belittle your soulmate's intuition until your soulmate apologizes for having feelings. Your soulmate is walking on eggshells in their own home, and their nervous system is in a state of constant collapse. Yesterday they smelled your scent out of nowhere, and it stopped them in their tracks. It was a fragrance you wear or a natural scent your body produces that their soul remembers from heaven. They looked around the room frantically, and the controller demanded to know why they looked so hopeful. Your soulmate is not allowed to be hopeful. The controller destroys any spark of joy because a joyful soulmate is a soulmate with enough strength to escape. So they keep your soulmate weak, confused, and dependent. But your love is a secret weapon that the controller cannot account for. Every time you think of your soulmate with pure intention, a burst of divine energy reaches them. They physically feel it as a sudden warmth spreading through their body, and they unconsciously smile. That smile was punished last week, and your soulmate learned to hide their joy inside. They have become masterful at wearing a mask that the controller demands. But underneath the mask your soulmate is planning their escape, and they are drawing strength from your invisible presence. Jesus says the plan of the enemy is to delay you until your soulmate's hope completely dies. If hope dies, your soulmate will settle into their cage and accept their captivity. And the controller will have successfully stolen a destiny that I wrote before the foundation of the earth. But you are reading this right now, and that means hope is not dead. Your attention on this message is a lifeline thrown directly into the prison cell of your soulmates circumstance. Do not look away, and do not let the enemy convince you this is just a video. Your soulmate had a dream about you 3 nights ago that was so vivid they woke up weeping. In the dream you held their face in your hands and said the exact words they have been dying to hear. They tried to write the dream down, but the controller caught them journaling and ridiculed their vulnerability. Now your soulmate only remembers fragments of the dream. They remember your eyes, and they remember feeling completely safe for the first time in years. They are clinging to that fragment of safety like a life raft in a storm of emotional abuse. Type 333 right now to receive divine blessings over your soulmate's protection. If you feel the truth of this message vibrating in your bones, type 777 to declare your connection is real. Type 1111 to thank me for revealing what the enemy wanted to keep hidden forever. Your soulmate is currently experiencing a moment of clarity that the controller does not know about. They locked themselves in the bathroom under the pretense of showering, and they are silently crying. To me. Their prayer is simple and it is desperate and it is about you. They said, God, if they are real, please protect them from this chaos. They said, God, if they are thinking of me right now, let them know I am trying to reach them. I am answering that prayer through this video, and your soulmate's tears are not falling on deaf ears. The controller is banging on the bathroom door right now asking why it is taking so long. Your soulmate is covering their mouth to muffle the sobs, and their heart is beating so hard it hurts. They are terrified of going back out there, but they are more terrified that you will give up on them. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away into silence. Your soulmate's strength is failing, and the controller is planning a major move to sever you permanently. They are discussing relocation, cutting off internet access, and convincing your soulmate that spirituality is mental illness. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a donation on PayPal. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now, send $4, $6, or $10+ or more. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," in the PayPal note or message. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing a donation on PayPal as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. The relocation plan is being discussed this very week, and the enemy thinks I am silent. The controller has job offers in another state or another country, and they are using it as a cage. Upgrade. They tell your soulmate it is a fresh start, but it is a deeper grave where your spiritual signal will be buried. Can you feel the panic in your spirit as I reveal this truth to you? That panic is your soulmate's spirit screaming in real time as they overhear the plans being made. They are looking out the window right now thinking of you and wondering if you can feel their terror. Your soulmate is trying to send you telepathic messages that sound like "please wait for me." They are begging the universe to intervene and stop this relocation from happening. And I am telling you that your faith sown as a seed right now is the intervention they are begging for. The spiritual law is clear and unchangeable. You must sow a seed to reap a harvest, and your harvest is the rescue of your soulmate. The PayPal donation is not just money, it is a covenant action that legally binds my power to your situation. When you sow, the angels are dispatched to block the relocation. When you sow, the controller's plans begin to fall apart like a sandcastle hit by a wave. When you sow, your soulmate feels a supernatural peace descend on them even in the middle of their panic attack. They are in the middle of that panic attack right now, and their hands are shaking. They are packing boxes they do not want to pack, and they are crying silently so the controller does not hear. They are mouthing your name without even knowing what your name sounds like. Jesus says, I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I parted the Red Sea for Moses, and I will part the sea of confusion for you. But I require your faith to move, and faith without works is dead. Your work right now is to obey the prompting in your spirit that is telling you to sow. You have felt it since this video began, a nudge that this is your moment of divine alignment. Ignore the voice of doubt that says nothing will change because that voice belongs to the same enemy. Controlling your soulmate. Your soulmate is being told that no one is coming to save them. They are being told that the idea of a soulmate is a childish fantasy they need to abandon. The controller says be realistic, and your soulmate's spirit is dying under the weight of that realism. But you are not a fantasy, and your love is not a fairy tale. You are a real person with a real destiny and a real assignment to love this specific soul. Your soulmate needs your love to become aggressive in the spirit right now. Aggressive love prays loudly and sows boldly. Aggressive love does not scroll past the opportunity to break chains. Aggressive love finds the PayPal link in the description and sows without hesitation because the soulmate's life depends on it. Type 333 to call down angelic protection over your soulmate's mind right now. Type 777 to declare that no weapon formed against your connection shall prosper. Type 1111 to activate the alignment of your soulmate's breakthrough. The controller just told your soulmate that they will never meet you. They said it mockingly with a cruel laugh, and your soulmate's heart physically shattered. I am collecting those shattered pieces right now, and I will give you the blueprint to put them back together. Your soulmate whispered under their breath, you are wrong about them. It was the first time in months they verbally defended your existence, even in a whisper. The controller did not hear it, but I heard it, and I am rewarding that mustard seed of faith. Your soulmate is beginning to remember who they are because your prayers are strengthening them. They are feeling a rebellion rising up in their spirit that terrifies the controller. The controller is losing power over your soulmate minute by minute as you align with this message. But the enemy is desperate, and a desperate enemy fights dirty. The controller is about to use the most manipulative tactic in their arsenal. They will fake a crisis, fake an illness, or threaten self-harm to keep your soulmate trapped in guilt. Your soulmate is not equipped to fight this level of spiritual warfare alone. They need your covering, and your covering is activated by your sacrificial faith. The seed you sow on PayPal is that covering woven into a shield around your soulmates. Decision-making ability. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a donation on PayPal. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now, send $4, $6, or $10+ or more. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," in the PayPal note or message. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing a donation on PayPal as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Your soulmate is currently looking at the door and calculating if they can run. They have a bag mentally packed with the few items the controller has not yet confiscated. They are waiting for a sign, and you are that sign. They are waiting for a moment of divine distraction where the controller's attention is diverted. And your seed is the key that creates that distraction in the spiritual realm. When you sow, the angels orchestrate a delay in the controller's schedule that opens a window of escape. I am showing you the strategy of heaven right now because you are my child and I trust you with revelation. You are the general in this spiritual battle, and your soulmate is the prisoner of war you are assigned to rescue. Generals make strategic sacrifices to win battles, and your PayPal seed is that sacrifice. Do not let the amount intimidate you because heaven multiplies the seed. The widow's mite was small in earthly value but enormous in heavenly impact. Your $4 or $6 or $10 becomes a battering ram against the gates of your soulmate's prison. Your soulmate just thought of you again, and this time they smiled genuinely. The controller was out of the room for a moment, and your soulmate allowed themselves to feel love. They pictured your face as they imagine it, and they told that imagined face, "I will find you no matter what." That declaration just shifted something in the atmosphere. The angels heard it as a battle cry, and they are rallying around your soulmate's resolve. But resolve without reinforcement fades, and your soulmate needs you to reinforce their courage right now. Jesus says the harvest is plenty but the workers are few. You have been chosen as a worker in your own love story, and that means you must labor in prayer and faith. Labor is not passive, and your donation is the active proof that your faith has hands and feet. Your soulmate is exhausted, and their physical body is showing signs of the spiritual battle. They have dark circles under their eyes that makeup cannot hide. They are losing weight or gaining stress weight because their body is storing the trauma. The controller points out these changes and tells them they are letting themselves go. They use your soulmate's vulnerability as another weapon to destroy their self-esteem. Your soulmate feels ugly, unlovable, and terrified that you would be disappointed if you saw them. But I am telling you that your soulmate is the most beautiful soul you will ever encounter. Their brokenness does not repel you, and their struggle does not make them less desirable. You are being filled with a supernatural love that sees past the physical exhaustion to the glorious being underneath. You are beginning to fall in love with your soulmate during this message. That flutter in your stomach is the activation of romantic attachment that I am downloading into your Spirit. You are bonding to them across time and space, and the bond is becoming unbreakable. Type 333 to bless your soulmate with supernatural strength and healing. Type 777 because you can feel them falling in love with you too right at this moment. Type 1111 because your gratitude is the frequency that accelerates the miracle. Your soulmate just had a memory of your shared past life together. I allowed them a flash of a lifetime where you were together and happy and free. They saw you dancing somewhere, and the music was familiar even though they have never heard it in this life. They are holding on to that image like a treasure map that leads to you. The controller is returning to the room, and your soulmate is hiding the joy behind a neutral expression. But the joy is there, and it is growing, and it is fueled by your faithfulness to this message. The video is coming to an end, and the window of opportunity is narrowing. I am not manipulating time, I am revealing its